There are two main themes recorded in Bereshit Perek 18. The first half of the Perek contains the narrative in which the three Malachim digress from their mission and meet up with Avraham, who has recently undergone a Brit Milah. The second half of the Perek deals with the destruction of the city of Sodom, and it is from this segment that we have the Pasuk, which the Rebbe in the SICHAH analyzes in great detail. Pasuk 23 informs us of the reaction that Avraham had upon hearing of the impending destruction of the city of Sodom. Before moving on to Rashi's commentary to Pasuk 23, it would be useful to look at the second segment that contains the Pasuk under discussion. In the second segment, HaKadosh Baruch Hu has decided to inform Avraham about the impending destruction of Sodom. This possibly traumatizes Avraham. And Vayigash Avraham approaches God, Vayomer, Av tispeh tzadikim rasha. Is it right that in your anger, you will tispeh, destroy the tzaddik with the rasha? He sets about developing a deal that if a certain number of tzaddikim, righteous people, could be found, the city should be saved in the merit of these righteous people. Starts up with 50, not successful, 40, not successful, 30, not successful, 20, 10, and the Perek concludes with Avraham's failure in saving the city of Sodom from annihilation. In Rashi's commentary to this pasuk, under the heading Vayigash Avraham, he takes note of the fact that Matzinu Hagasha Lemilchama, we find the word Vayigash used in connection to preparations in conducting a war, quoting from a pasuk in Shmuel Bet, Vayigash Yoav, etc. We also find that the word Vayigash is used when one wishes to appease somebody. V'hagasha lepiyus. The textual source for this is Vayigash Elav Yehuda in Chumash Bereshit. And the third connotation for Vayigash is V'hagasha letfila, approaching with the intent to pray. The source here is from Malachim Aleph, Vayigash Eliyahu Hanavi. At face value, it could be argued that Rashi is addressing the fact that in his dialogue with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Avraham appears to be wearing three different hats. In Pasuk Chaf Gimel, he seems to approach God with a demand. Ha'af tispeh tzadik im rasha, as if to say, how dare you do something that is morally repugnant. That ha'af, out of anger, you are willing to tispeh tzadikim rasha, destroy the righteous along with the wicked. A second approach that Avram seems to adopt is one of compromise, attempting to reason with God. Chalila lecha, what you are doing is chulin, unbecoming of a god. This is the way human beings act when they are angry. And then in Pasuk Chaf Zayin 27, we see Avraham approaching God and stating, Va'anochi afar va'efer, I am like dust and ashes before you, and therefore not worthy of the privilege of communicating with you on behalf of the people of Sodom. Rashi is sensitive to the fact that we have here three hats that Avraham is wearing, and therefore notes that all three are embedded in the word Vayigash. Vayigash Milchama, Vayigash Piyus, and Vayigash Tfilah. Having established that the word Vayigash has three distinct connotations throughout the Tanakh, Rashi goes on to say, L'choleila nichnas Avraham, that as of Pasuk Chaf Gimel, Avraham was prepared for all three. Limilchama, in this case to enter into an argument with God, to attempt to appease God, and if all else failed, to resort to prayer. L'daber kashot, u'lepiyus, u'letfilah. This Rashi borrows from a Bereshit Rabbah in his commentary to the words Vayigash Avraham.